All right, you ready to get this show on the road?
Yeah.
Disclaimer. Morning Crankers is not responsible for coffee snorts, keyboard drool, awkward public laughter, spontaneous twerking, or any texts you regret after listening. Side effects may include joy, confusion, and the realization that your sense of humor needs therapy. If symptoms persist, don't call us. We're not that kind of show. Now then, good morning. You half-awake, chaos-loving, life-on-hard mode, champions of Earth. This is Morning Crankers, the show that slaps harder than a grandma with a fly swatter. Jokes are fresh, filters are off, and dignity left the chat hours ago. So grab your caffeine, hug your poor decisions, and brace yourself for the ride. Welcome to Morning Crankers.
Oh, yeah. All the romance is over, okay? February 14th is done.
Yep.
What do you think?
Thank the Lord.
Well, yeah, you like it. Come on.
Romance doesn't stop just because a holiday ends.
No, the only thing that stops romance is when you get married.
No.
Some people would side with me on that. I know that for a fact.
Well, it just depends on the husband, maybe.
Right, it could. I mean, but the honey-do list gets bigger and the things that they want get bigger, so your work actually expands. Like, you got to be at work more. I think that's the truth, don't you? I mean, if you're going to be honest about it, wouldn't you say that's the truth?
No.
Okay, well, what is the truth then?
You don't have to work more to do a honey-do list.
Well, it is if it involves buying stuff.
No, that's only if you don't want to do the honey-do list.
Oh, so it's either do the honey-do list or buy stuff.
What are you going to buy?
Well, I'm just saying it's one or the other for the female persuasion, right?
No.
I think that you are full of
No.
Okay, well, maybe you're right. February 17th, we are in the week of what? The 15th this week? 16th this week? 16th this week, because Saturday was Lovebird Day. So, okay, so the 16th, the week of the 16th, this is National Random Acts of Kindness Week. No, I don't mind doing that. It's just being spontaneously nice to people.
Well, you should be nice to people anyway.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like going over, like, you see guys on YouTube, like they'll go up and there's an old lady that can't pay for her food, or it looks like she's having a rough time, and they go up and they just, she's just done ready to put her card in, they slide their card and tap to pay. And have you seen those?
Yep.
I kind of like those. I think that's kind of cool.
I've had somebody pay for me at McDonald's one time.
Oh, yeah. In a like a drive-through, and they're
Yep.
like, hey, pay for that person behind me.
Yep.
Pay it forward. I kind of like that idea. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's analog to digital TV day. Tuesday it was. Angola Carnival Day. You ever been to a Angolan carnival before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither. It's Brazilian Carnival Week. It's Champion Crab Races Day.
Oh, I think that'd be cool.
Well, it depends on what type of crabs we're talking about.
They're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, literally, there's people in California that have, the other type of crabs live on their bodies so they don't go extinct.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a real thing. So, I mean, does that bother you at all?
Yeah, it's nasty. You going to go over there and pick them off and run them for a race or what?
Well, I don't know. Who do you think would win?
I don't know.
I know it wouldn't be me. I promise. There's some things you don't want to win. It's the February 17th was the Chinese New Year. It's Festnacht Day. I wonder if that's like what are those things that we made the other day with the the pancakes and the powdered sugar? What were those?
I don't even know what they're called.
Was it called a beignet?
Maybe.
I think it was called a beignet.
Okay.
Like beignet. Like if you're from the Western, old America, beignet.
Okay.
Okay, can you explain to the listeners how to make that goodness?
I don't know it to a T. It's just pancake batter and I used milk, but you can use water. And then, what was the other ingredient?
Wow. I mean, you're the
I
expert
can't
here.
remember what the other ingredient was.
You don't remember? I mean, what did it have? 3?
Yeah.
Water, milk, pancake mix, cinnamon,
No.
vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. There
so
you
it's
go.
pancake mix, milk or water,
Milk or water.
and vanilla.
I
And
say
you
go for the
Make
milk.
it like a bread dough type consistency.
Okay.
And then you roll it out.
Roll it out.
Cut it into small little squares
Cut it
and
into
drop it in a
squares.
deep fryer. And then when they turn golden brown, you take them out and you sprinkle them right away with powdered sugar.
Yeah, and they taste like a funnel cake. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's also National Cabbage Day on Tuesday, but I think people celebrate it. We didn't know that.
And we had cabbage.
We did. We had cabbage and smoked sausage cut up with onions, shallots. What else was in it?
Garlic.
Garlic. It was very, very good.
A little chicken broth.
Yep, chicken broth. I do like, just cabbage. Just cut it up, boil it up, throw some hot butter. I'm talking real butter, none of that margarine crap. None of the one molecule away from plastic for me.
I like raw cabbage with a little bit of salt on it and just eat it.
Oh, but doesn't it get at you gassy?
No,
I don't know about that.
I think it's just men.
Well, it could be. It could be.
Oh, it is.
It's the Tet holiday. I didn't say tit. It's Tet. Okay. It's Travel Africa Day. World Human Spirit
I would love
Day.
to go there.
I mean, you want to go see elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the elephants, what else would you be looking for, literally?
Something, try new food, see how their culture is.
War?
Something interesting.
War culture?
No, I want to see how they live. I want to see that.
I'm pretty sure that it's war culture.
Well,
Yeah. Important days this week. February 17th was Michael Jordan's birthday. I would say that's kind of important, don't you think?
sure.
Today
If you
is
like basketball.
Dr. Dre's birthday. John Travolta.
I like him.
Scientology, yeah. I mean, hey. Millie Vanilli Bobby Brown's birthday on the 19th. Can you lip sync as good as I can?
No,
No? Are you sure?
no.
And then Charles Barkley, his birthday. Kurt Cobain's birthday. Did you see that they said that Kurt Cobain, there's new evidence, and it's the same evidence, just looked at in a different way, that says that Kurt Cobain didn't commit suicide. Did you see that?
I did not.
Well, what do you think of that? Yeah, I mean,
think-
everybody liked Nirvana, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, do you think that he did what they said he did, or do you think there was some nefarious business going on?
Oh, probably some nefarious business going on.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
No, because I don't exactly know.
Okay, well,
But
nobody does, and that's the point. But, I'm just saying Courtney Love would be a weird wife.
yeah,
You know what I mean? She's just, what was the name of her band? Stink? Or no, it was Hole.
I
You remember
have no
she
idea.
had the band Hole, and I think it was a bunch of female punk rockers, and they got up there, and I think they had 1 or 2 hits or something like that. Anyways, welcome to the show, folks. Morning Crankers. We got our outro up today. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so intro, outro, and we're also working on our different segments. Like we have a few segments that, we like to run. We might as well jump right into that because there are some really, really stupid criminals out there. But I wanted to ask you, I want to go through these and I want to find out which one of these you think is the dumbest criminal. Are you cool with that?
Yep.
Okay. There was a convicted thief who penned an autobiography on past heists, and now they're accused of robbing another bank.
They probably did.
Well, this is a convicted thief, got accused of robbing a bank in Colorado. His name is Charles Christopher Martinez. He was nabbed last month, and he held up a teller at the U.S. Bank in Denver.
He probably did.
I mean,
It seems like anytime somebody gets in trouble for something, they're already a felon. So what's another?
well, and I mean, if you write a book saying what you did and how you did it, I mean, that's kind of like throwing crumbs to the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Hansel and Gretel, but in the thief world.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's an OnlyFans model. So, from the female persuasion, what is your feelings on OnlyFans?
It depends on what it's used for.
Well, OnlyFans for the OnlyFans.
Well, there's people that cook on there.
Okay, well, okay, we're not talking about cooking shows on OnlyFans. We're talking about the.
Well, there's a lot of different things on there, but maybe they should cut that off so people can't make money off of themselves.
Well, you know what? Well, should they?
No. I mean, if you want to do that, go to a strip club.
Well, I mean, there's that, but shouldn't you be able to do what you want in your own home?
Well, do what you want in your own home.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but this girl didn't. This girl, an OnlyFans model, so I don't know what she was modeling. Usually when they say model on OnlyFans, it means modeling nothing. You've got your feet models and, your finger models that have the, fingernail polish, and you have lingerie models. But usually if they're OnlyFans models, they're modeling the birthday suit.
Yeah, or sex.
Well, yeah, I mean, same thing, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, this one was filming herself urinating on grocery store food.
Yuck.
Okay, she got arrested and busted for that. We actually did that back when Gred was on the show. We actually talked about that. But now she got in trouble for another thing because she was doing her OnlyFans modeling and got in trouble for going on a pee spree, including peeing on a Bible in a motel room.
There's something wrong with her.
Pee spree? I mean, is there anything wrong? I mean, okay, let me ask, how many guys will actually pay to watch a girl pee?
I don't know. There's some sick men out there.
Kelly Tedford. She got hit with fresh charges this week for urinating all over a Marriott hotel in Keene. I mean, okay, I guess is the juice worth the squeeze?
No. Yuck.
Well, I'm not talking about pee. I'm talking about, is it, like in business talk, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, if she pees on all this stuff, is she making enough money on her OnlyFans to be like, I'll laugh my all the way to the bank?
No, I wouldn't do it.
I don't know how many people would. But anyway, so she got in trouble. So, we got the guy that wrote an autobiography about robbing banks and then just robbed another bank. And B, we've got an OnlyFans model.
On a pee spree.
On a pee spree. But you got to remember, she also had another pee spree where she was urinating on vegetables in a grocery store and got caught.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Okay, and I want everybody to know, today's not one of them, pick the real one. These are all real.
Yeah, yuck.
Okay, and then there was this woman down in Texas, and she had just got newly engaged with her ex-husband, and then he was still, doing the bumping, what I'm talking about.
Yeah. With
the woman that they broke up and he went with. So she got mad, and she gave him congratulatory chocolate. Nothing wrong with that, right?
No.
The problem was it was homemade chocolate, and she mixed it with fentanyl trying to kill him.
Dumb and more dumb.
Yeah, well, you want to know what's really crazy? So this woman is a 2-time loser because she tried hiring a hitman, and the hitman got cold feet and said no. So because the hitman wouldn't do it, she made chocolate that was fentanyl-based, and was giving it to him for a congratulatory gift. I mean, what do you think? Pamela Jean Stanley. I mean, talk about being pissed. I mean, they broke up once, right?
Yeah.
So shame on her. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right?
Yeah.
It's not fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm going to kill you with fentanyl.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so out of those 3 stories, which one is the dumbest criminal out of those 3?
Probably the woman peeing on vegetables in a store. Like, she didn't think anybody was going to see her.
So you think the pee spree lady is worse than the fentanyl lady, or the guy that wrote a book about committing bank robberies and how he did it and then actually doing it and getting picked up?
Well, the stupidest one would be the Pee Spree.
That is really stupid. But, I mean, you got to look at it from a different point of view, okay? How much did the guy robbing the bank make? Nothing. Got caught. Now, the other lady, how much did she make by trying to kill her ex-husband? Nothing. Looking at life in prison. But the Pee Spree lady got paid. So,
She didn't really get paid because all that money is going to be down the pooper.
You know, I bet you she likes that better than in.
Well, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But, okay, so you're going Pee Spree. Folks, we would like to know what you think. Out of those three, the convict poet who wrote How We Robbed Banks and then got caught for robbing another bank, that guy, or the very angry ex that wanted to get back with her husband and got mad because he was still seeing his other lady, so she tried to kill him with fentanyl, or the OnlyFans model that went on 2 Pee Sprees. Spree Pee.
Pee Spree.
Pee Spree. Say that really fast 3 times.
No.
Pee Spree, Pee Spree, Pee Spree. Try it.
No.
Come on,
you
just try it.
You just did it for us.
Well, because I can. I'm linguistic.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to be lingual. Just be really linguistic and get into it. Be like, Pee Spree, Pee Spree. Do it.
No.
Come on, just try it.
No.
Go
Say
Pee Pee Spree Spree. Go Pee Pee Spree
again.
Spree.
Say it.
Statutory?
No.
Congratulatory?
Yeah. What did you say the first time?
I said congratulatory. Congratulatory. I forgot. You say it fast 3 times.
No.
Come on. Anything.
No.
Okay. Well, hey, it is what it is. And now we're back with this thing that we got a lot of people that emailed us about the sex doll Japan stuff.
The AI girlfriend.
Yeah. So I'm looking. I looked up this, and this comes up. Cupid.ai. You can find anything AI now. I found this little thing that you wrap around your planters, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what planters are?
Yeah.
What are they? Well, you can mouth it to me. I'm asking so they can.
Balls.
Okay, you put this around your balls, and it's a thing that supposedly these doctors charge thousands of dollars for. And you press your phone, and through AI, it knows how much to sit there and go, and it breaks down your tissue, and it creates openings again that were blocked off from getting older. Have you heard about that thing?
Do you have one?
No, but I was thinking about getting one.
Well, you do that noise pretty well. I think you might have one.
Well, it kind of sounds like.
Secretive.
Well, I don't have any secrets. I'm a pretty open guy. But anyways. So you open up Cupid.ai, and not only is there more than one space to have an AI girlfriend, now they're actually ranking them. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So there's Cupid.ai, there's OurDream.ai, which bothers me a little bit. Our Dream.
Whose dream? The doll and the person?
Well, that's what they're saying, Our Dream. And I'm saying I'm singular. There's no the, them here, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Our Dream kind of sounds a little...
Candy.ai?
Yeah, Candy.ai. That's another one. And it's rated excellent with a 9.7 review with 24,391 user votes.
Wow.
Okay, these are registered users.
People.
I mean, are the men hopeless or are the girls completely unapproachable? Which is it?
I think men...
Of
don't
course
know
it'd be
how
the
to
man.
approach a woman properly.
Okay, but are women today?
Well, that could be too. A lot of women are
Are what?
whores.
What?
Whores.
Okay. Well, you said it, not me, but I'll agree with you. So you have Lovescape, 9.4, excellent, 21,389. So out of these, which one do you want to go to Cupid.ai, or do you want to go with Candy.ai because it has the most people?
Go to Candy.ai.
All right, Candy. We're hitting the site. We're going. Voila. Okay. You can pick realistic or anime. Kind of weird. Let's see. What's this? Ooh, Discover. Let's hit the Discover button. Okay. Is that really AI?
Don't look like AI.
No, that looks real.
Maybe
But she's fully clothed. She's just acting seductive. Okay, you can chat. Okay, don't want to chat. Not paying. I'll probably get a bot or something for being on this son of a gun. You can generate an image on here, like you say what you want, like what your dream girlfriend, I guess, is. You can create characters. I mean, things are getting freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, you were all into the whole kinky liberation stuff back in the day,
Kinky liberation.
Right? Yeah, like you had edible undies and stuff like that.
Yeah, to eat them for myself because they were good.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. But have they went too far? That's what I want to know.
Probably.
Do you think so?
I do.
Well,
if you can't get a girlfriend, then stay in your parents' basement.
I agree with that. I so agree with that. Now, there is the other side. Like, we happen to know some men, some young men, that have girls hit on them all the time, and they just don't want the hassle.
Because
they're not gay.
Don't want to.
They're not attracted to the same sex.
They like their money.
Well, I mean, and where did they get that from? You know, I mean, but here's the truth. Wives are expensive.
No.
They are, but I'll say they're worth it.
I'm a cheap wife.
A good wife is worth it.
I'm a cheap wife.
How cheap?
I'm cheap.
I don't know about that, but again, I would like to hear from the listeners. If you have a cheap wife or a cheap husband, I want to hear from you. Morningcrankers@gmail.com. That's morningcrankers@gmail.com. What to you constitutes cheap? Because usually if they're cheap, they're a headache, and if they're not a headache, then they're expensive.
I'd rather go to a thrift store than a regular store.
Well, yeah, but you'll buy 10 times as much as going to a regular store.
Yeah, but cheaper.
It's not really cheaper when you add it all up. Not when you add it all up.
If you take a regular store and a thrift store and you total out the same amount for the thrift store and the regular, he's got one of those toys, guys.
Yes. That is crazy, but this is even more crazy. Homeowners in Florida are being hit already with $150 daily fines over, get this, aggressive grass height.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 3/4 of an inch over the thing, $150 because, you didn't get your lawn mowed according to our specifications. What do you think about that?
Well, some people do tend to not take care of their grass.
Well, although that is true, we're talking about a HOA here.
Yeah, I don't like HOA.
No, I mean, they pretty much get to tell you what you're going to do. I remember a couple years ago on Morning Crankers, we did a story where a guy was getting fined because his flag was being too loud, whipping in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But $150 a day, especially, what if it's a grandma or something that can't do it? And, because of the time of year, there's nobody out there doing it. But yeah, what do you think?
I don't like HOA. I don't think that they should be allowed to tell you if you own a house there on how to keep it.
Some of these people that live in them areas are probably like, here's the bird.
There's a lot of Karens that live in those.
There is, and usually the president is like got little man syndrome. They're running around saying, you do this and you do that and blah, 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 blah. What they really need is a good knock in the nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just right in the nose. Never hurt nobody for a long time. It hurts for a little bit, but you know what I mean. Now, how about this? So a lot of people talk about a lot of things about how bad Donald Trump's being, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's something that I don't think that people saw coming, and it's really, really quiet because nobody's talking about it. But Oak Park in Chicago has banned natural gas in new buildings. But restaurants in the area are actually suing Oak Park because natural gas is the most cost-efficient and effective way to cook. What do you think of that?
I believe it.
Okay, so I saw this come up, and I'm looking through, and then I see this. This is not just Oak Park in Chicago. This is actually in a lot of places all over, and the Trump administration is suing the cities that are trying to implement gas appliance bans.
Well, they need to.
Well, I think they need to, and if you look further behind that, a lot of the natural gas appliances that are made right here in America.
I think we say all these people that are banning all this stuff that, energy efficient or whatnot,
Right.
they need to be locked away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind that at all. But I really do like the Trump administration. Like, just in California, they're suing two places, Morgan Hill and Petaluma. And they're saying, we're going to sue you into the Stone Age unless you rescind your bans on gas appliances.
Hmm.
Now, they want them to have electric appliances, but remember, California is also the place that says, well, if there's just too much consumption of electric, we're just going to shut your electric off.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that either.
We personally have friends that moved from a beautiful place in California to South Dakota.
Yep.
Because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because of, well, you never knew if your electric was going to be on. And, then they were trying to make you buy electric stoves. Well, let me ask you something. If you have an electric stove, but you don't have electricity coming from them, what are you cooking?
The grill outside.
Well, how do you do that? I don't think in a lot of them places you can have an open flame outside.
Well, I'd do it anyway.
Well, I know because I believe in freedom. Give me an eagle sound.
No.
Do it like, caw. Do it.
No.
Well, that's what I believe in. So, you know what? If you can't agree with a lot of the stuff that Trump is doing, maybe you can agree with that we should have the freedom to have, if it's in good shape and it's safe, natural gas and propane over electric. Why take that away from the American people to choose from?
I think the American people need to just take back our country.
Well, we need to take back our rights, that's for sure. Now, we've been to Louisiana multiple times. We've been down south multiple times. And there's always something weird about Louisiana where I think this kind of stuff is going to happen, but it always ends up being the Florida people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So back in like 2015, there was a guy who took a alligator and shoved it through a window of a drive-through. And in West Palm Beach, it happened again. A man threw a live gator in a Wendy's drive-through window.
Yeah.
I mean, does that not seem something that would happen in Louisiana?
Yeah, for sure. That Louisiana is like loaded with gators.
Well, gators and everything else.
Some weird people.
We went down to the sugarcane fields in the, I don't even know what you call it, the deep, deep south.
The deep bayou.
It was in the bayou, and we get down there, and we stop at a gas station. You walk in, and it's almost like the hills have eyes because being a good-looking man like myself, I walked in there, and I felt like I was meat. I kind of knew what it was like to walk into a gas station as a hot chick.
I probably could have sold you there.
You probably could have, but it was just weird, and it was eerie feeling. And then we go to leave, and you remember what they had there? Remember the spider legs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they're deep frying this stuff they call spider legs, and they're like, you want to try some of this stuff? And we're like, what? And you want to try some of this stuff? Spider legs, and we get spider legs. So the spider legs were shrimp where they ripped the feet and head off. Or no, mud bugs. It was mud bugs, wasn't it? Yeah, mud bugs. They ripped the feet and the head off, they threw it in batter, and then they deep fried it.
And then they make you eat it.
Yeah, well, I didn't try any.
No, I didn't try any.
But it seemed like it was totally normal for them.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, so anyways, should it be normal that states have people that will do stuff like throw live alligators through Wendy's drive-through windows?
It's a different breed down there.
It's something. Yep, maybe it was meth. I don't know. This came up. It's the beginning of the year. Everybody's like, they want to make more money, and I get it. I understand it. I think there's a lot of people that have this feeling because they were told in school, just do whatever you love and you'll make money. And that's just not true. Like, how many people do you know that actually love their job?
Not many.
No, it's very few and far between. Usually, you do what you really don't care for to do what you really want to do in life, right?
Yep.
So I'm reading this thing from MSN, which is usually wrong. I'm talking about MSN. At the 10 most dangerous jobs in 2026. And they had other things on there like, oh no, doing manual labor is terrible. And I'm like, I don't really agree with that. But it said on here, as work-life balance, personal health, and long-term lifestyle choices become more important for Americans in 2026, attention is turning to the reality of high-risk jobs. While some professions offer stability or a sense of purpose, they also expose workers to hazards that can have lasting physical and emotional consequences. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. I think emotional consequences. What do they?
Okay.
How do they know this stuff anyway?
I don't think that they do, because the way that they frame this and the way they talk about this reminds me of a college-educated, urban-born person that's never had to do any of this stuff.
No
Okay.
physical labor.
Well, listen to this. It says, where risk and reality collide. Logging workers remain among the most dangerous professions in America. Falling trees, powerful equipment, and remote job sites create a deadly combination. Yet wages often remain modest. Roofers face similar challenges, working at dangerous heights in all weather conditions, where a single misstep can lead to life-altering injuries. Okay, I just want you to remember that. Garbage collectors, despite working in urban environments, encounter constant hazards from traffic, heavy lifting, and mechanical equipment. Truck drivers also rank on the danger scale, spending long hours on the road where fatigue and accidents contribute to a troubling number of fatalities each year. Obviously, this writer doesn't know that drivers can only run so many hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me keep going. Some high-risk jobs do offer higher pay. Pilots and flight engineers, for example, earn above-average salaries, but they also carry immense responsibility and face rare yet catastrophic risks. Firefighters, another essential group, regularly confront life-threatening situations involving fire, smoke, and structural collapse, and drive more service than financial reward. On that one, they got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It says other dangerous professions include iron and steel workers, agricultural laborers, and construction specialists, all of whom deal with physical strain and environmental risk on a daily basis. While some of these jobs support middle-class incomes, the long-term toll on health and mobility can be significant. Well, let's go through this just for a second. I personally know a lot of steel workers. I know a lot of construction specialists. I know some roofers.
We know a logger.
And I know a logger. And I can tell you one thing, every single one of those guys started at their job making more money than somebody with a master's degree in most fields. Is that not true?
That's the truth.
So this person really looks at this from a skewed point of view because they've never been around it. They don't know what it is. They just read other papers that say, yeah, our roofers only make $10 an hour.
No.
Okay, our friend got their roof redone last year. It was a modest-sized house, and it was $28,000, and they did it in 2 days, right?
Yep.
Crew of 4.
Yep.
Our friend owned the business. I know what he made, okay? Now, the person writing this probably makes what he made in that job maybe in 2 months.
Probably.
Maybe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I do get tired of some of this crap that they keep shoving down our face, like agriculture. Yeah, farming, it's hard to make it right now because politics is involved, and they've allowed these corporations to kind of steamroll the farmer and take control of all the levers of power that they have. That can be fixed if the government actually wants to do it.
I think some of these articles that they write up, they try and dumb people down.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it doesn't take that much, to be honest with you.
I mean, if you believe it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do. Another one, this is what I'm saying. Schools, okay, this was a thing back in, I think, 2011, 2012. Schools, now you've seen how many fat kids there are in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have an obesity problem in this country like no other.
Yeah.
We have the most obese nation anywhere on earth.
Yep.
Okay, we've got kids that are on all sorts of medications. We've got pre-diabetic kids, like a huge percentage of them. So we want them to get out and run and play and do great at Phi Ed and have fun, and eat, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this. School bans tag at recess, and childhood is officially dead.
Yeah.
Okay, they want it to be no-touch safe.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen, especially kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is happening all over the country. They're literally saying you can't play tag anymore in elementary school.
Yeah, my kids wouldn't be going.
You might touch a shoulder. You can get sued. He touched my shoulder sexually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't get to play tag or, Ghost in the Graveyard or, maybe a little bit of, it's kind of not tackle football, but kind of tackle football. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How do these kids ever learn social skills?
They don't.
Like how to have conflict resolution. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for kids because it seems like America has crushed childhood into not being able to be a kid anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think schools shouldn't be able to make that call.
I agree. And it's not just that. I mean, think about all the stories that we've talked about today. I mean, taking freedom away, making us use electric instead of using natural gas, even though we're the biggest natural gas exporter in the world. Just these stupid, stupid things. Taking away tag at recess, the Pee Spree lady.
I think if kids attend a public school or even a private school and their parents don't want them to play that, well, keep them home because...
Or how about this? A man is suing a psychic who promised to remove a curse from a witch for $5,000. A man is suing a Palo Verde estate psychic for fraud, alleging the businesswoman falsely promised him she could help his marriage.
That's so weird.
Who's dumber?
Do you believe in a psychic? Do you believe in that?
Yeah, can it happen? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know in the Bible it says somebody went to a witch and they got told what was going to happen in a battle. So I'm not saying that it's not all real, but I'm saying that it's not real. Does that make sense?
I don't believe in it.
Oh, well, this guy obviously did, and then he went and paid her a bunch of money, and then his marriage didn't get fixed. So because his marriage didn't get fixed, now he's suing the psychic.
That's his stupidity. You don't cough up money and expect that to happen.
Well, maybe he should have taken some of that money and, got a pecker enlargement.
Maybe.
Maybe he should have taken his wife out on some more dates.
That, yeah, for sure.
I mean, do you need a psychic to tell you, hey, when you take your wife out and make her feel special, she wants to be with you? Does that take a psychic?
Do we know exactly why she was leaving him?
Not scoring enough.
Wow.
What do you think?
Maybe there wasn't enough motion in the ocean.
Well, maybe you had a rowboat too. Who knows? But the thing is, you don't go to a psychic. It's kind of like this is like going to a casino and suing a casino for not winning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty close, right?
It ain't gonna work.
Okay, so let's move on to the next crazy thing. WYSO reported that a nonprofit was suing Dayton, the city of Dayton, over a law that prevents feeding the homeless without a permit.
Wow.
Okay, the reason that they're doing this is, have you ever been to like an animal park and it says, do not feed the animals because they will become dependent?
Yep.
Okay, I think this is what they're talking about. But the crazy part is, don't you think that they could have done this without going to court over it?
Yeah. Wasting taxpayer dollars. I
like,
mean,
this thing was called Nourish Our Neighbors. Okay, and I'm all cool with people trying to help homeless. I think that when you start feeding the homeless in a certain area, they tend to stick around that area. And then we know from experience, when there's homeless, your cars get broke into, things come up
trash
missing.
all over and nastiness everywhere.
Yeah, disease rates go up. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be empathetic towards the people, but maybe there's something to that. What do you think?
My take on homeless, I'm kind of heartless when it comes to that, because get out and get you a job. You can be homeless and still work.
You
Save your
could.
money and get you a place.
Well, on to the next thing. Because I'm trying to point some stuff out about the state of us, in the world right now. Senator Cynthia Loomis says that her office has uncovered written evidence that the Federal Reserve under Biden instructed bank examiners to pressure banks into closing accounts for customers that identified as MAGA.
Yeah, I think people need to start suing them for doing that.
Well, I mean, I'll take it. Well, it really wasn't us. I mean, there's ways around it. There's like a big gray area there, right?
But yeah, but you could prove, like, if there's enough accounts closed,
I mean,
You
the
could-
Federal Reserve is like it. Now, we've watched them where they won't, give like 2A companies bank accounts anymore, things like that. But don't you think that it's sick in America that banks will try to pressure people based on their political beliefs? They'll literally try to just not give them a bank account or kick them out of a bank account.
yeah, I think it's crappy.
It's more than crappy. That could really, really hurt the American public.
For sure.
And then I got a couple more on here. There is a father that is being charged for murder because he bought his 16-year-old son an AR-15.
I just started watching the trial on this.
Okay, so what do you think about this?
Okay, so there was so many warning signs. So many. The kid literally texted his dad. They pulled all the text and told his dad what he was going to do. And his dad did not get him help. The grandma tried.
So what did his dad do?
Nothing. It was already too late. He didn't even hide his weapon.
Okay, so if it was already too late, then what?
Now he's in trouble.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If it was already too late for him to take action, what good does a text message do?
Well, I mean, like his kid was telling him, like prior to going to the school and
Well, so obviously this is
committing
the
the
most
crime.
extreme thing that we talk about. But they're also in certain states considering laws to charge parents for children that make threats or do online bullying.
I don't think that parents usually know, like, kids are online bullying, because a lot of times parents just don't care. They give their kids their phone or their tablet or whatever.
If you're a good parent, you care.
Mm-hmm.
And if a kid needs their ass whooped for being a bully, they get it.
Yeah.
That's what a good parent does. But here's the thing. A lot of places in America have stripped the ability to be a parent.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying whether this is or isn't right with this guy. I don't think that any parent should be charged unless they told their kid to go do something and their kid was listening to them. But I think it's very, very wrong in most cases for the government to prosecute a parent for a teenager that goes and does something stupid.
No, I don't think that they should, like, he shouldn't never got in trouble for murder, but there was the text messages that were coming to him. Even the grandma tried to get him to go into a mental hospital to get help, and they wouldn't let her sign him in, and the dad refused to take him, and the mom doesn't. They're separated. The parents are separated.
No, yeah. So, and you got to ask yourself, why didn't the mother have him?
Well, it was shared custody. The boy wanted to stay with his dad.
Yeah, well, again, kids making decisions that kids should never have to make. But I'm just saying there's something weird about what's happening, how they're doing things. Like I said, they're actually talking about laws to charge the parents if their kids are cyberbullying. And the minute, I want you to think about this, the minute that you would pull your kid from being on the internet or something like that, then you would become an abusive parent. trying to limit who they could talk to or, find resources. We've already watched it happen when it comes to gender affirming care as a parent.
Yeah.
So there has to be a clean break from parenting and the state somewhere.
I think DFS and the state need to mind their business.
Well, I think so too, but then you get stuff like this guy. And finally, I wanted to talk about this today. It's really weird. There's this new thing going around the world, even in America, where homeowners associations and certain cities and certain places, they're creating quiet zones. Have you heard of those?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it started literally with these trains coming through towns and blowing their horns, and we were in the middle of one of those.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, that's how this started, but now they're taking it a step further. If you give them an inch, they try to take a mile. So you have people that are going out there that are literally saying that you can be ticketed in certain areas if you do more than whisper.
It's because there's Karens that complain all the time.
Well, this is so big that in Moscow, they actually created these booths that you can jump in. They call them pods. And you can take business calls and stuff like that if you might be loud, so you're not bothering other people. Is this going to be like the next thing? Like, should the listeners start building like these audio pods where people can jump in? It looks like an earbud and have quiet space. They make other ones in bigger cities for the mentally frail that want to scream because they just can't take it. I literally saw this thing. It said, if you see a picture of Trump and you just want to scream, you can jump in one of these audio isolation booths and scream without bothering other people.
Man, I'm going to get a lot of tickets because I'm a big mouth.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Folks, I love you. Thank you for being here. Next week, we got a couple surprises with some new segments, don't we?
Yes.
Thank you for being here. I'm Hans.
I'm Roxy.
Until next week, salute.